over here with the 4runner. You probably already seen the short by now, where I did the budget and performance way to fix the catalytic converter that was stolen. Stolen before I got it. I just put a piece of pipe in, and then I got it running, crunked it up, listened to it. Sound real bad. Sound like the exhaust was leaking from everywhere. Got under here, and the muffler had holes in it. You could tell somebody had kind of bumped onto something, had little dents in it, and it just sounded terrible. So I went ahead and did a muffler delete. And so I have to put a clamp there, and a clamp at the end. But I don't see that coupler at the end. I need to take that whole pipe off and weld it and put it back in. But let me hit you with that cold start. It's about 9 degrees outside, so not really a cold start, but we'll say cold start if it starts. Dang, with no cats or muffler, certified clap wagon. Sound like a 5.3 with a cap back. I'm gonna let it cool, then I'm gonna pop that piece of exhaust out I showed you how to weld. I'm gonna take it in the shop, weld that coupler on, and then I need to buy a couple clamps. It's not gonna fall off or nothing, but if we went on the road, vibrations, it would probably fall off. So I need to throw 2 clamps on there. And to finish her off, I'm gonna buy a 12 by 6 inch tip at the back. Only thing I hate, come on Toyota, why'd you do me like this? Is this is a 2.5 inch pipe, but Toyota took and flared the end from right here. You might can see it from right here back. It's flared. So a 2.5 inch won't fit. So I'm gonna have to buy a 3 inch and put a coupler on or something. We'll get it straightened out. Or I could cut it off, but as far as I'd have to cut it off, they have that little, they've got a little piece weld on there, so, but yeah, that's too boring. But it'll look good at 6 inch tip. If it's sitting out about as far as the tires are. Certified clap wagon. Alright guys, here with the video, show you one of my favorite products. This is Mother's Mag aluminum polish. This stuff is my favorite, works great. I love this stuff right here. And the S10 rims, that's what we did before. I think we had a video of that. Shine at the old rims. We have one brand new rim on this truck. If you've seen that video, it was like 360 bucks. But it's starting to get nasty. Look at that brake dust in there. Oh, that kills me. I paid so much for that rim, brand new. And then the other ones, they're like probably 15 years old or more. But Mother's polish went crazy on them. And I'll show you, and in the 4runner, all you need to use this stuff is 2 rags. If I can get these apart. 1 rag to buff it, the other to clean it. And I'll show you our other project. My 4runner over here, sitting on these 15 by 10 with boggers. And you can tell, looking at these rims, you know they clean up real good, but they're dirty. So that's what we're gonna get these things up. And also might go over the bumpers, get that chroma shining. Yes sir, I ain't even washed this thing yet. I think I hit it with the pressure washer, I can't remember. But yeah, these rims, they're not in bad shape. You can tell they haven't pitted or anything. You know, I know they'll clean up good. So yeah, everybody get these puppies cleaned up. It's gonna look so good. Alright guys, so one trick with Mother's polish, and once you know this, you've got it down pat, and this stuff will do good for you, is you want to rub it into stuff until it turns black. When it turns black, and you'll see it, you know, you'll spread it on white, and it'll kind of get dirty because you know your rim will be dirty, but it'll start to turn black. And once it turns black, then you take your other rag and you wipe it off, and then you're good to go. If it still looks a little bad, you can go over it again. But with this stuff, the longer you go with it, the better it does. You know, when it's starting to black, you're pretty much good. Sometimes I had to go over something twice, but you know, if you just rub this stuff on real quick, rub it off, doesn't do good just because you ain't giving it enough time. Just a little bit of rubbing, guys, and you see how it's turning black. It's some kind of a chemical reaction. It's not just the dirt on your rims. It's some kind of chemical reaction. When it starts getting black like that, rub it a little bit more, and then you take your clean rag and you wipe it off. Guys, the rain's starting to beat us, but jeez, look at that right there. That looks so good. Like, let me see if we can get some reflection action. See my hand in it? See? Look at that. It's like a mirror. Looks good. Oh yeah, back off that baby. Looks real good. Look at this old one. Look at this back one. Oh yeah, that front one looks good, son. I ain't even done with it. I ain't got the, haven't started on the back yet. Which the back one don't come quite as clean as the dish. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good, son. So that one's like all done. Looks really good. Might try to buff it some more later. Let it dry a little bit. But that looks good. This right here I barely touched on. But I'm gonna take a little break. Think I'm gonna finish these later. Come back tomorrow. This stuff works better when the rims are cooler. Morning time is the best time to polish up this one wheel, but dang, I was like, we need to wash the whole thing because I haven't washed it yet. It's kind of dirty. A lot dirty. See what's under. Get this thing cleaned up, see what's actually under there. Too bad when you wash the dirt off, don't turn into a Silverado, but is what it is. And we could get this, before I run out of the polish, I want to get this chrome cleaned up. Oh yeah, I love chrome bumpers on anything. Can't beat them. And the AC is still blowing ice cold in this thing. I was about freezing just getting that little B-roll shot. Just leaving it running. I like that. Let's get this thing washed. Oh yeah, them bumpers look good, polished up. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. See if we can get it to reflect me right in there. That's what I'm talking about. Looks good. Got some tire shine on. The wheels polished up, not as good as they could be. Cause I really need to take them off, do the best job I could. Oh yeah, that chrome sparkling. Look at that. Look at that sun falling it. Oh yeah, that was good. And also got some, I just sprayed some tire shine on the front like ballast. Oh yeah, looking tough, dude. Looks good. We need to roll this thing out into the street and get some like cinematic shots. It'll look good. I like the rear lights even. They look good. They're pretty clean. For even like just a stock red. I was really wanting to go like clears on this thing, but with these boggers, I like the old school look. I like the orange blinkers down there. I need to get a piece of trim right there, or a piece of the bumper. I'll go to the junkyard and get that, but I really like the yellow side markers and the blinkers just with the old school bogger setup. I mean, this is a grandpa truck. Anybody drives one of these, if they pretty much just a cycle with vehicles. Most people were 20 or 30 or 40 years old when they bought one new, and so once it's 30 years old, they're old. So it's either a grandpa vehicle. Then once it gets so old, where the person has either handed it down or broke down, then it becomes a kid car. So this is either a kid car or a grandpa truck. But it looks like the grandpa rig on them boggers. Hit you guys with that interior sneak peek. The seats in the back are okay, except for this, like, where it's kind of, the color's going away and these little cracks, but it's not actually broken the leather yet. Everything good here. The cup holder's still intact and working, so I'm not even going to touch them or I'll break them. The back of the seats look good. They're both electric in the front because they're limited. The back, it's a little worse, but it's full of junk, so I ain't going to show you that yet. The front, well, besides this trash in here, but the carpet's okay. The front seats, oh, they're bad. They're really bad. But you can buy new leather for these. Well, I might just look for new seats or put seat covers on them, because I mean they're still intact. They weren't. This is from just normal. This is what that's from. You see that? Okay. Okay. That's not from. This wasn't a work truck. But door panel's pretty nice. This is there, not trying to fall off. Little fuse box thing here's missing. And there's some kind of like a sticky substance like on here and around here, like something sticky. Somehow I'll get that cleaned. The radio works. It spits CDs back out, but it works. It's pretty powerful. I'm surprised. But yeah, and something's going on with this. It doesn't stay up like it's supposed to. But I can get that fixed. It really ain't a big deal. It's got the button for the rear window that works. Little storage there. And it's got an extra power button. It like makes the shifts. It just adjusts. It changes how the transmission shifts. And you got a cup holder too. And one's broken. But that one's not broken. Might get a new one of those, or just get an actual cup holder. Because the Jimmy's got cup holders. But also one more thing I need to replace. I need to get a new. I'll get a if they sell one for this, I'm gonna get a new foot thing there. Just make the driving experience better. But both the seats work. Everything works except for the sunroof. It moves about an inch and stops, but it's even got the visor still there. And the tent on this thing is perfect. AC blows ice cold. I mean, it is perfect. For this year, it's the third vehicle I bought this year, so third time's a charm. Find something the actual AC works. So I think the front's just legal, darker. In the back, you almost can't see through. In the very back, like if you get your head right up to it, you can see in, but from 10 foot back, you can't see like what's in there. You can see the headrests, but yeah, so I think the tent's perfect on this thing. If I did anything, I would just go complete. I'd go like 30 or 35 was legal in my state. Then go like maybe the same tent that is, like 20 or 15 for the back. Then for the back, go like 5%. Then for the very back, I would probably do this like 5% or darker. But yeah, in my state, you have to have like, I think it's 32. So you pretty much need to do 30 or 35 for the front. And then the back, I guess, I know this right here, you can do whatever you want legally in my state. But the back window, I don't think there's any, it matters on that. They just want to be able to see the front. And on the front, it's got no tint on the front. It actually, I think it does have tint on the front. So we're not going to talk about that. We aren't going to talk about that. That's how it was when I bought it. So was the exhaust. For the Jimmy, with its lift kit fully installed, its tint's a little darker in the front. I think it's got I think all of them match, but they got dark tint on this thing. I like it. It's the AC don't work, which getting that fixed, and the back's real dark, so I like the dark tint on this one. This vehicle, I've never been a fan of gold vehicles on anything. This color's a little better than some gold, like the Toyota gold they used to do, like the Camry. That's a horrible color. This isn't the horrible color. This is kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of a tame gold, but with the black, because the rims are painted black and the tint's so dark and everything's black, it looks really good. I really like the way this vehicle looks with the color. As far as the color, all I need to do is get in here and get this frame coated down. That way that thing look good, because being lifted, you see it so much more.